Are you looking for a quick and easy DIY protective style for your natural hair? Girl, I got you. I got you. This is going to take us less than 3 hours to do, okay? We're going to spend less than 3 hours. All right, first we're starting off with my dirty hair, which was braided under a protective style. Sometimes I wear wigs and I've taken out my hair. Yes, it's dirty, but we're keeping it real. And here is my hair after it has been washed and partially stretched. And now we're gonna get ready to get this hairdo going. So of course we gotta moisturize. I have type 4 hair, low porosity, and so I really need to keep it moisturized under my protective style. So I'm just going to go ahead and part along the perimeter of my head. I'm going to section out about 2 inches or more around my head. I like to use a bamboo skewer. I don't know, it just seems to work. It reminds me of the African combs. All right, so I'm just sectioning off the perimeter again of my head, because this area we're going to make individual braids. So the key to making this hairdo go by really fast is that we're sectioning off the middle, basically the top or the middle. We're separating that, and that's going to be crochet braids, or basically we're going to crochet in the spring twists. And around the perimeter that I've sectioned off, I'm going to do individual braids. So I'm parting off my cornrows, and these cornrows do not have to be super neat. You're not going to see them, and that's what's going to make this really quick. After parting off the section that I'm going to cornrow, I make sure that I detangle it, starting from the ends, of course. And of course we're going to add moisture. So that's my favorite twisting cream. It helps the braid to last longer, and it kind of helps tame the flyaways. So we don't want tension alopecia. We're not trying to pull out our hair. This is how I really maintain my hair and prevent it from thinning out, is I don't pull my hair super tight. So say no to tension alopecia. Do not have the braids too tight at all. Now I braid all the way to the end, and I'm really impressed with how long my hair has grown. I big chopped about 7 months ago. So yeah, my hair's grown quite a bit, and I'm really happy with the way it's going. So I'm just going to keep going on parting out my hair, and I'm just inserting a picture of what my natural hair looked like the last time I went natural before I put relaxer. So I'm looking forward to growing my hair back to what it used to look like before I relaxed it again. We're done with relaxers. This time I'm pretty sure I'm done with relaxers. So anyway, detangle, moisturize, repeat. And go ahead and basically cornrow the back of your head. You can do this, ladies. Someone reached out to me to ask if I can braid her hair, and I had to let her know that I don't do, the public anymore. If you practice, it's really not that difficult, and you can do it really quickly. So I've combined the braids in the back, and now I'm going to crochet them in so that they lay down flat. You can sew it down, and it's easier to sew it down when you're doing someone else's head, but I was just trying to do a quick style, so I used the crochet and I got it pretty flat. So it's not perfect, but it's flat. So this is the hair we're going to use. This is by Model. I got this from my local beauty shop. I only got 3 packs. So in number 4, as you can see, this is the darker shade of these natural twists. And then this one has like a brownish ombre. This is the T30. So I literally got only 3 packs, which is not a lot because I wanted a natural density. All right, so starting in the back, I'm just parting this in 2. And each half that I parted is going to be turned into 4 braids. So I'm just going to part it horizontally once I've parted in 2. I'm also going to use some extra hold jam. This helps tame the flyaways. So I apply the jam to the base of my braid, and I basically just do a simple braid. And you'll notice I don't braid all the way to the end. I'm actually going to leave the ends hanging, and that's all you need. You're basically making several small braids, small to medium braids, depends on what you want. This is what the back looks like when I'm done with all the sections, all the braids. Now I'm working my way to the front. Gonna do the same thing, parting off some sections and applying the jam. Of course, detangling it so that, you know, it's easy to come out when you're ready to take the braids out. And look, just a simple braid. You only have to go a few turns, just enough for the hair not to unravel. Of course, in the front, try not to do it too tight. If you want, you can even resort to just twisting the hair, and you'll see later some of the braids I actually just twisted in the front. So here is our crochet hair, or our model hair, our spring twist. It's nice and springy. I like the texture. I'm just going to unravel them, and that's how I do it in the back. I basically unravel them and disrupt the hair. And then I use the crochet pin to insert the hair through the loop, pull it through, and now I have an extra leg. So I basically will have 3 pieces, as you can see, 1, 2, and 3 pieces that I'm going to braid. Now you can actually just, without using a crochet pin, just add the spring twist to your hair and start braiding, but I find that the hair ends up slipping a bit. So by crocheting it through the braid, I feel like it's a little bit more secure. But of course, there are different ways to do it. Once you braid a few turns, you split your hair in 2 on either side of the crochet hair and just start twisting. Of course, I add a little bit of the holding gel because that will keep my hair from frizzing out. However, you will see this looks pretty wonky. This is not how we want it to look, okay? My hair is actually sticking out some. It's a little too poofy. Why didn't it work? Because we're not going in the right direction. So it's pretty simple to remedy. Undo the twist that you've done. You don't have to undo the braid, and then retwist it in the opposite direction. So by retwisting in the opposite direction, you will see that it will lay properly. It will look the way it's supposed to look. I also find, honestly, by disrupting the crochet hair, it makes it look more natural. So there you go. We are happy, and you're just going to continue doing this all throughout the back. I love the ends, how natural they look. You see, there we are. Okay, I'm done with the back. You can see when I lifted it up, you cannot see the braids, or that's the goal, not to see the actual cornrows. So now I'm going to crochet in the spring twists along the areas where I tucked the ends of my cornrows in, so that they hopefully do not, unravel when I'm wearing the hairstyle. So it's kind of doesn't look the neatest right now, but once you put the other spring twists in, you're not going to see this. Okay, so this is what it looks like when half of my head was done. And now I'm working on the side of my head. Again, very simple with the crochet tool. You just loop it through, and yeah, very simple. And you literally can move super fast. In less than an hour, you can do the top of your head or anywhere you're just using the crochet pin. Also try to make sure you space them out so that it's not too thick and too wiggy. Now it looks like, there's a lot of space, but I try to leave at least about an inch or more in between each spring twist. Because again, I like a natural density. Okay, this is what it looks like when most of it is done. Now I have to work on the front. So I'm using a lot of the brown ombre in the front, and I just left a little bit for my hairline. Just the last row in the front, I prefer to use darker hair so that it blends in better. But around the top, I use the lighter colored hair, just so I see that pop of color later. Okay, same process, except here again, I will split the hair in 2. And braid it briefly, a few turns just to make sure it doesn't unravel. Add my gel or moisturizer so that my hair can blend in with the twist hair, and then twist away. One more, and we're done. So just twist away and make sure you're not putting too much tension on your hair. So here it is, all done in the back, and believe it or not, this is about 2 weeks after I did the hairstyle, so you can see the parting is not as sharp, but it still looks pretty good. This is, like I said, 2 weeks after I'm showing you this hair. I love over time how it looked more natural, and I did go back in and retwist a lot of the hair because I liked that natural look. So even in the middle of my head where I had crocheted the spring twists, you know, just inserted them in, I unraveled them halfway up and retwisted them so I could get that slightly disheveled, slightly natural, organic look. And here I'm showing you the parting from when I first did it and now, like I said, 2 weeks later. Not bad, right? So yeah, protective styles are a really great way to grow your hair. And you know, it's hot now, springtime, summertime, ain't nobody got time for a wig. So this is the way I would like to wear my hair. And just a reminder how I looked when we started, right? Definitely an improvement. Carefree, and I just love those little curls. But it's so easy, so affordable. I got this hair from my beauty shop. This is not sponsored. I really like this hair. I bought it from the beauty shop. It was inexpensive, less than $20 for 3 packs. And I get to wear very cute hair, very cute, natural looking hair. At least I think so. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like it? Would you wear your hair like this or not? And some people prefer the more coarser textured hair, which is nice too. But I really like this texture hair. And as you can see, I have it half up, half down. And I was just like, wait a minute, that looks a little too long. The great thing about this hair, once it's twisted, is you can cut it and it won't unravel. So that's really nice. And this is what the back looks like, half up, half down. I still need to trim some of the longer pieces in the back. And here we're doing a high puff, just a simple high puff, which I find to be very regal if you do it right. Very simple, but it can also be very elegant depending on what you're wearing. This is what it looks like. Well, that's an older picture with some crochet braids that I did, and it was reminding me of this hairstyle here. If you want to be a little extra, you can add some hair jewelry, and this is also very inexpensive. It costs like $1, maybe $2 from the local beauty shop in my area. And you can just add, they have them in silver, they have them in gold tones. You just add them for an extra little bling. Here I'm being silly. I wanted to see what it would look like with pigtails. Definitely not for me. You know, if I were maybe 20 or 25 or 14, that would be appropriate. But I just wanted to show you that you have options, and maybe your daughter would wear it like this. But no, Mickey Mouse looking like, no, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like me at all. So, but it was cute for someone else. All right, let's see what a headscarf looks like. This is another favorite way to wear this hair. I feel like it almost looks like mini locks, or, you know, the smaller locks, doesn't it? But this head wrap, if you want to call it a head wrap or a headscarf, it's very nice with this hair. Very nice. So this is what it looks like when it was properly trimmed. I had my son trim it in the back, you know, so that you didn't have the extra long scraggly ends. And love it, love it, love it. So I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment what was your favorite look. Half up, half down, high puff, which one? Bye.